Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Nobody Sports. I'm Jay, this is Nick, and we're excited to be here today. Yeah, and with that, we're going to do our week one picks, and I'm going to kick it over to Nick to kind of preface a little bit on it.
Yeah, just like in the NFL, week one, there's a lot of unknown, right? We've only seen these teams in preseason. They've added some players through draft and free agency, lost some guys. So a lot of unknown.
Saints
And
started like 5-0 last year or something, right?
right,
Yeah.
exactly. I don't think 5-0, but something good.
Well, they were 5-2 at one
Five and
point
two,
last
yeah.
year. I remember that.
But I think that's going to be the same with us. A lot of unknown right now. And with
That's
that
with
being said,
everyone, though.
what's that?
A lot of people's week one picks across the board, even on the popular ESPN, aren't the best.
Exactly, and
'Cause-
that's where our show is going to be the same. We're going to dive through each one of the week one picks. We'll go through a deep dive on two games that both Jay and I want to we're excited about to see what kind of storylines come out of that game. We'll do like an eliminator pick.
Oh, yep.
Do that, and then we'll share.
Explain that.
So everyone's at work. Got survivor pools, so each one of us is going to pick one game or one team to win, and they have to win in order for us to move on to week two. And you can't use that same team again. So you got to be strategic. So it is survival of the fittest. It is. So we'll do that, and yeah, I think about it. So first, I think let's start with the games that where we see eye to eye.
And roll that.
Let's roll that feed. So we got a banner across the bottom, explaining each of the games that we feel eye to eye on, and I'll go through them here really quick, and then we'll talk about them. So we both got the Bucks over Falcons, Bengals over Browns, Cardinals over Saints, Steelers over Jets, uh, Commanders over Giants, Broncos over Titans, Lions over Packers, Bills over Ravens. Yeah, those are all the eye to eye.
Out of the ones we agree on, what's the one you're least confident about?
Least confident? That's actually a really good question. Least confident?
Yeah.
Um,
the one that you wouldn't be surprised if we were
wrong.
Right.
I feel good about them. I think that the safe bet is Bills Ravens. We both got Bills.
Yeah. I'm looking though, just because even though I do like Tampa a lot, sometimes teams, start slow or something like that. That Tampa, because it's in Atlanta.
It is.
It is a divisional game. Anything can happen. There's a lot of these week one divisional games. That one, I guess you're right. Like the Bills Ravens is a coin flip game. It wouldn't surprise me if either team won that.
Yeah,
but Tampa and Atlanta, though, that could be a sneaky trap game week one for Tampa.
So Bengals Browns, I don't see the Browns taking that one. Cardinals Saints. Next one is Commanders Giants. Broncos Titans. It's in Denver. Lions Green Bay. I'm very confident.
Would it be safe to say the two picks that we're most confident in are Dallas going in getting smacked by Philly, and then the Cardinals?
Oh god, that one's at the
Cardinals top. At the Saints.
Yeah, Cardinals. Yeah, absolutely.
And Cardinals Saints is our eliminator game.
Yeah. We'll just get the cat out of the bag on that one. We were both talking about it before the show. Absolutely, Cardinals Saints. That's the best.
Tell me if you've heard this before. Cardinals start off strong and fade hard at the end of the season. So we're at the beginning. So good for Cardinals fans.
But
celebrate early.
Some close picks though, where you were like, man, Eagles were right in second place, right?
Oh my god, yeah, I was just so stressed out about the Parsonless Cowboys. Although I will say Clark is a good addition to that D line.
Yeah, that
solid.
And we'll see what their two draft picks are. Two number ones that's a good get. Two number ones. So
and saved $47 million a year.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's a good question. So, now you want to roll over to the games where we disagree on, or do you have anything else to say about These
Um,
games we see eye to eye on.
we both we agreed with Detroit and Green Bay, right?
Yeah, yeah. Lions.
We do that one only because divisional game. Now I have confidence and faith in the Lions. They start strong, same thing. But kind of like Tampa and Atlanta, divisional game on the
Yeah.
road could be a sneaky little trap game in there early in the season. I know it's kind of early to say trap game, but
So
you know,
fun.
I wouldn't be totally shocked if the Packers, because the Packers do have a stacked offense now. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a little bit of shooting, but I just think the Lions defense is going to be better. So
That is one of
Lions should win.
that is my game that I want to kind of like where I'm like, hey, I'm interested to see what comes out of that game. That's one of the games we'll be talking about here in just a second on, and I'll go over all my my thoughts on that one too. But let's we'll do the games that we differ on, and then we'll do the deeper dive on the
Oh,
two
one
games.
quick thing
Yeah.
that I want to say though is I actually love that the Giants start at Washington
Mm.
because
Oh,
here's
yeah.
why. They're going to get dominated so hard. It's going to start that Jackson Dart train.
Right.
So
That I'm
huge
glad you
positive.
brought
I
that
actually
up.
hope the Giants bomb the first 4 games so Jackson can come be the savior.
Right. You
That's
are such
blasphemous,
since
so.
you are now such a Giants fan. You are.
Dude,
I like
Jackson
it.
Dart
I
looks
like
good
it.
this year.
I like it. I love it. That when we were doing the picks, he picks Washington. I'm like, wait, the Giants fan is picking Washington?
I did, yeah, because it's not the Giants we're
I know.
going to
You're like,
see
yeah,
later.
exactly.
Yeah, no.
You're like, no, there's a plan.
Yeah, there's a plan here.
There's a
Yes,
plan.
there's a plan.
Always have a plan.
Right. That is now the Giants are still really
Or
a year
plan
away
B.
from being competitive, but plan B.
So, well,
Other than that, yeah.
all right. So someone is wrong. Jay's got Chiefs. I've got Chargers.
He's definitely wrong there.
Jay's got Fins. Let's see. Fins, I've got Colts. Jay's got Patriots. I've got Raiders. Let's see.
How do you have the Raiders over the Patriots, by the way?
So-
What's your thought process there? I'm just curious.
I like that. That's a good question. Number one, Pete Carroll actually historically usually starts off on the right foot. In each of his first years where he took over a team, he actually made the playoffs. That was one fact that I forgot to bring up when we were talking about bold predictions, and I made the Raiders a playoff team as my bold prediction. Was bringing that fact to light that Pete Carroll historically gets started off on the right foot. I just like the Raiders on the road just for
Did
new
you?
game.
And I appreciate everything about Pete Carroll, but did you do any research potentially on the Patriots' new coaching staff?
No, Vrabel. No, I love it. That's a good
Vrabel's
fit.
defense traditionally is the best at what consistently every year.
I don't know.
Even
you
when he
tell
has
me.
mediocre defenses, he always has a top 5 run defense.
Well, we'll see. You know what? With Genti, that's a good first test to see. Because I picked him as offensive rookie of the year, and you had a lot to say about that. So,
well, I think he's going to be really good. He's got to change his playing style though, and hopefully he learned from that preseason hit. But I'm worried about it.
And this is exactly why when I was telling you about how, hey, we want to do 2 games where you feel like you want to do a deeper dive in, and I want to do. I said, I'm not going to pick this game, but it's a game that actually has my attention, and it was Patriots Raiders. I do want to see what happens out of that game. I think there's a lot to.
I will say offense though, very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, because actually, here's the thing though: the Patriots rookie running back is turning heads too, and so that's a good matchup. So you got 2 stud rookie running backs.
I'll tell you,
you got talented tight end room, weak receiving room. Now, I will say this is where the Patriots have the edge though. Defense. The Patriots' defense is considerably better.
100%, because that's where the Raiders are weak at. And I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why I actually picked the Raiders when I was going through the picks. What just immediately popped in my head was the quarterback battle. I think you give the check mark to the Raiders. Geno Smith, I think. Turn up.
Drake May. I mean, Drake May's.
He's
saying
good.
Drake May won't be a Geno Smith level.
I'm just saying. I feel week 1 out of the gate.
I mean, I don't think it's that strong of a check mark.
You don't feel that you would. Okay, are you giving the check mark to Geno or not?
What I'm saying is they're both like right here. I mean,
they are.
I could technically give. I guess at this point in their career, I will pay Geno some respect and give him the nod in this matchup. However, though, By the end of this season, though, it could be the clear check mark is Drake May, though, too.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're drafting today. Do you draft Drake May or Geno Smith?
Well, age has a lot to do with
Okay,
that.
so we'll go back to when Geno was the same age as Drake. Who you drafted?
Mm,
Drake May.
maybe.
He
I don't
has
know.
way more upside. We know what
Says-
Geno is.
Yeah. Says you. We'll see. Let's see.
Says, what do you mean? Not just says me.
It says you.
You're,
Uh,
so Drake May doesn't have a higher. He's reached his peak already
No,
in his sophomore season.
that's not what I'm
His
saying.
ceiling
at all.
isn't higher than Geno's. What are you? Small hands, Geno?
We'll see. Let's
All right.
see.
We will. We will.
Let's see. Jags, Panthers. You got Jags. I've got Panthers.
What was your? Well, I guess
Uh,
Bryce Young divisional game. It's at Carolina too.
It's
right?
not a divisional game.
Oh wait, no, it's not.
By
Yeah,
division,
no.
you mean AFC versus NFC?
Yeah, well, they both suck. I just grouped them together.
You just lump them in together that
Yeah, the
way.
AFC and NFC South are
Yeah.
top heavy,
They usually are.
right?
No, I just like Bryce Young. You know, I'm rooting for the kid.
He's
think
at
the
home.
Panther, exactly. So no, he's
But-
not. No, it's in Jacksonville.
Oh, it's in Jacksonville, and
No.
you're picking.
Yeah, I like it. Listen, sometimes you got to be risky with these picks. I intend on winning. You know, competing head to head. So, you know, you can't pick the same picks every time. Sometimes you just got to go opposite. I kind of like that one as my, upset of the week, if you will.
Okay.
Let's see. Here we go. Texans. You got Texans. I got my boys. Rams.
As a homer pick, I can understand that.
Of course, I'm not picking Texans.
Right.
And then you got Vikings. I've got Bears.
Now, here's the thing. Take the homerness out of it, though. Are you a little worried about the Texans, though?
No, I feel confident we're going to win week
I will say the Texans, it's at home for you guys. So
Exactly.
That helps. Now, if it was on the road, though, if you were opening week 1 in Houston, would you stress more?
I wouldn't be as confident. I would pick them, of course. But
Well,
I
of
wouldn't be
course,
as
yeah, you're not going
confident.
to pick against. Right,
But I
get
wouldn't be as confident. Yeah, but
Oh.
at home, I like it.
Hmm.
We're good.
that. Yep. And then, the big one, the Chargers over the Chiefs in neutral territory.
Yeah, let's talk. Why don't you break down the Chargers Chiefs? Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
So the Chargers, their starting left tackle is out for the season. They're actually, which it's a rotational guy, but one of their swing tackles or guards or something, like, he's out. So I guess the thing is they went from a top 5 offensive line to an average offensive line real quick, which is unfortunate. I think if they're healthy, I would have pegged them in the playoffs, honestly. Of course, they're going to be one and done because it's Herbert. But with that, I mean, until he shows me something different, but I mean, he just hasn't. With that, though, I don't understand how you would pick against Andy Reid in the season opener with a whole offseason to prepare. I don't care who the opposing coach is.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before,
In this
good for
case,
Jim.
In this case, it's Jim Harbaugh.
Okay.
So-
Now, Jim Harbaugh compared to Andy Reid.
I see what you got a good point.
Andy Reid is far. Who do you want to coach? So Rams have to pick a head coach right now. Are you picking Jim Harbaugh or are you picking Andy Reid?
I'm picking Sean McVay.
I get that. Let's say Sean McVay is out of the picture. He's retired, whatever. He's.
No, anyway, I got what you're saying.
Well,
with
who are you
Reid.
picking, though?
No,
Harbaugh or Reid?
I'm just saying Jim Harbaugh.
Who are you picking for your
Of course,
coach?
I'm picking Reid. Right, but
Harbaugh's not even the same.
the games aren't played on
Harbaugh
paper.
played in one
So-
Super Bowl and lost in the NFL. That's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends on which team executes.
He's not
It's
even
really
in the
what
same
it comes
league
down
as Andy Reid.
to, right?
Andy Reid's an all-time great. Harbaugh may someday be that.
So I guess they're going 17-0 then. I mean, because you could say that about any matchup with Andy Reid with him involved.
You can't, but here's the difference is that so Andy Reid off of a bye week, and when Andy Reid has more time
No,
to
they
prepare,
do have a stat about that.
and he's had a whole off season.
Yeah.
So Andy Reid week 1
Right.
and off a bye week, like, basically is
Are they?
and then you have Mahomes still.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just I don't know how you pick against him.
Man,
I will say though, first game in Brazil. So
Is this
oi,
real?
tudo bem.
it says the Chargers are the home team. I mean,
They're just trying to promote the LA market over Kansas City, which is fine. Go
Char-
for it.
Chiefs get that extra home game.
Mm-hmm.
I see. No, I picked the Chargers just out of spite, really, just for hope
So
and.
no confidence.
I
You're
mean,
not even betting a
it's not.
dollar on
It's
it.
not that it has to be confident in. Here's You're allowed to be a fan, right, and root for the common goal. Now, if it happens on Monday, be calling you and like, where your Chiefs at,
Yeah,
and
no,
you
that's
don't
fair.
want that to happen.
I mean,
You
I'm
don't.
not
Going
worried.
down to Brazil,
Hmm?
enjoying the sun. Although, wait, they're probably it's opposite of us. So
And here's the thing: is that like last? I mean, they're coming in healthy too.
they are. Yeah.
The only subtraction, which is a big subtraction, but they have a lot of. I mean, Rasheed Rice, but again, Kelsey looks like Kelsey from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
He really does.
What do
He
you have a
looks
score
rejuvenated.
for this game? Chiefs Chargers.
I think the Chiefs will blow it. I mean, I think it'll be like 35-21.
Ooh, dang.
I think the
It's
Chiefs come
rough.
out hot.
Hot.
The
Okay.
Chiefs are. I don't know if anyone realizes this, but like they've been listening.
I'm gonna say a close
They're
game.
highly motivated
I'm gonna
to open the
say
season.
again. Maybe this is where the Chiefs. Wouldn't this be great? Chiefs lose in a one-score game, 24-23.
Yeah, I mean, it
Low
could happen.
scoring, defensive slugfest.
I don't see it.
Defenses usually start faster than offenses. That is one thing that is a little bit less unknown and more known. Defenses.
That's not always true, actually. Though
A
the
lot of
Seahawks
teams.
defense got consistently better. The Rams defense got considerably better throughout the year because they were so young.
Right, but it's a
So
lot easier for them to get the engines rolling.
there's nuances to it, though.
You
It
know,
depends on the situation.
because
the
defense,
defense.
you're reacting. Where offense, you have a scheme in mind. So, is everything down pat, or do you need to button some things up?
Ooh, though, you know what they did? The Chargers did get Keenan back.
Yeah, yeah. So the game that I wanted to talk a little bit more about, and this one we actually had the same pick on, was Lions Packers. And the more and more I talk about this game, initially I said 31-27, Lions over Packers, right? The more and more I think about it, I actually feel the Lions walking into Green Bay, walking out, maybe even a little bit, 31-20, something like that, 31-17, because I really like the run game of the Lions over the Packers. Things we talked about in our other episodes.
I like everything about the Lions better than the Packers.
Right.
With the one thing I will say where the Packers, well, I still like the Lions receiving core is more top heavy, but the Packers might have the deepest receiving core in the NFL, I guess.
Right.
That's their one claim they can make is
Sure.
We got more depth at wide receiver than you.
I'm excited.
Which, not a bad thing. But
I'm excited to see Aiden back. That especially with him getting hurt last year, and he was off to such a great start. So it's great to see him back.
That dude's a dog.
He is a dog.
He's a dog. I hope he stays healthy.
Jared Goff is 6-2 in week 1 starts, so that's a good number to have. Lions. Here's the thing. It was funny. I was watching some dude, and he was talking about the Lions missing the playoffs, and one of his reasons that he cited for it was that the Lions have the toughest road schedule this year. Which, I mean, granted, on surface that makes sense, but then I looked it up. The Lions were 9-0 last year on the road, so
which they're probably not going to go undefeated on the road this year.
Fair enough.
However, Dan Campbell needs to get some credit because a lot of people like to, he's not the X's and O's guys. I actually think he's a little bit more of he is a former NFL tight end. He has a good. I think he has a better feel for X's and O's, especially on offense, than people give him credit for.
Right.
That being said, though, maybe the best motivational coach. In the NFL right now. I mean, like I listen to that guy get on the podium, and it's like he does like some real life Braveheart shit. Where I'm like, if I had one chance, I'm going. Like he makes me want to run through a brick wall, and I'm sitting on the couch, and he's a coach for a different team.
Right.
I mean, you got to give the guy some credit for that. It's amazing. He gives you goosebumps. You want to hear some great speeches? Look up Dan Campbell.
Well, I got him going to the Super Bowl. I mean, so we'll see how. And I think this is a great week 1 step.
A thing no one's talking about, which I get it. I actually really like the offense. I know they lost both coordinators, but I'm looking at their and I can't think of the name. But the defensive coordinator, I'm watching him on the sideline. He gives me a lot of Robert Saleh vibes. You see him jumping up and down, and like I'm kind of liking the vibe you're getting. I think they're going to be fine. I think they're going to be fine.
here's a good question. Do you not trust Dan Campbell to hire the right new offensive and defensive coordinators? Really? You know,
And he brought people up from in-house too, who know the
exactly.
system.
Morton.
So it's not that we're changing a bunch, right?
Right.
We're making a couple tweaks, adding some layers.
There is not a. I mean, there's a lot to like about the Lions, and not a lot to not like about them. To be honest,
as long as they stay healthy.
I mean, and that's you know
same with every
same
team,
with everybody.
Right? Yeah.
I think the key in that game too is going to be Josh Jacobs against Detroit's front seven. You know, Green Bay does like to run the ball a lot, so does he have success against their front
I think they'll
seven?
be able to have some success. I don't think he goes off for a huge game, but that zone running scheme, the Packers, I mean, he's going to get like 80 yards, which is a success for the Lions. But I think he still gets like 80, 85 yards, 4 yards a carry type thing, maybe like 20, 30 yards receiving, and maybe a tutty.
And then here's the other thing, you know,
because he's a stud.
Yeah. And Jordan Love is 1-3 against the Lions, 5 touchdowns, 3 picks. So not a lot to look at, you know, always room to grow, of course, but you know, definitely again another check mark for the Lions.
Let's go through this. This is the game breakdown. What's the key for the Packers to upset the Lions?
Well, it's at home, so you got to ride the momentum. Momentum's always a big thing. Does Jordan Love get to a hot start? I think Jordan Love starting the game, you know, maybe with the, you know, get scoring, maybe score
cannot
first.
turn the ball over.
Exactly. Yeah, nor get sacked. You know, although Detroit, I mean, they're going to be coming, right?
Yeah, it's not even that you can't get sacked. You can't have bad turnovers.
Though. Yeah, exactly.
But here's the other thing. I think this would be a key for them because that front seven. And they started doing this last year. I think for them to win, you need to see more of a game where Josh Jacobs has like 50 or 60 yards rushing, but 120, 130 yards receiving and 2 tutties in the receiving game.
Yeah, it goes crazy. That would be nuts.
So if they use him out of the backfield,
I mean, you do that. Yeah,
he's their mismatch in the passing game,
especially at home.
But I think that would have to. I think you'd have to see more of a stat line like that, like no turnovers, a lot of Josh Jacobs in the receiving game. I don't see it happening though.
Yeah, I don't either.
Nope.
So, well, there's our picks. So we got all our picks out done. We did our 2 games. We did our eliminator, Cardinals over the Saints.
That's a really good eliminator. That's the best eliminator pick.
Oh, hands down. Yeah. Hands down.
Watch us be wrong, though.
I know.
It's going to be awesome.
I'm willing to bet, and I haven't looked it up, but, you know, ESPN, lots of sports websites, they do this game, right? And so and they show you what most people pick, and I'm willing to bet that this game is probably, I haven't looked it up. I bet it's number 1, or if not number 2.
Yeah. Well, the other thing, too, like, they start fast.
Yeah.
The Cardinals always dominate early.
Yeah.
The Bengals are what screw you early. The last couple of years, they've screwed me so hard because they should be better, but they always start slow. So, and then you give up on them. So then you start picking up to lose, and then they start winning. But we'll see this year.
Hopefully we're dominating early. I mean, the show's coming along. We got our week 1 done, so we're excited. Can't wait for the games to start. And, you know, we just appreciate your guys' support and any views and likes and comments.
Yeah, please like, comment, subscribe.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, we're out. So peace.
Later.